Cancer, welcome to the Onyx Moon Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. There's no gender in tarot. This could have happened to you already. Could be happening to you now. Could happen to you in the future. I pull on the sun sign of Cancer. Check your other placements. If this doesn't make any sense to you, that's okay, because it's a collective reading for Cancers. If it does, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm open to compromise. The number 2 could be February. I'm open to compromise. What's popping? King of Cups in the reverse. Emotional manipulator. Cancer, what's wrong with the energy of these cards? Could be dealing with a Leo or relying on the strength within. Wish fulfillment. Somebody could drink. Somebody could be a bartender. Somebody could be an Aquarius. Somebody's Knight of Swords. Their fastest knight in the deck. They like to come in, do and say what they got to do and say, and then ride out. And you're not allowed to say anything back to them, because they're a little bit of a bully. And they do it all really fast. I don't know what that was. It was trying to come out. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's holding back. Somebody's got a lot of blocks. What they're thinking, what they're feeling, even with their money. Heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra. They're holding back on finances and how they feel. Can you plant? You can't plant with this person. You don't know what's going on with them. Knight of Cups reversed. Liar. Not using your intuition. 8 of Wands. Communication. I would like these cards to not flip. Where has the love gone? Ace of Cups reversed. So was a love offer made and taken back, or was it not made because somebody is holding back, somebody is blocked? They are manipulating. They're very manipulative. They're emotionally manipulative. You could be married to this person. Be dealing with, like I said, you could be dealing with a Leo. You got to rely on your inner strength. You thought they were you think they're your person, they're your wish fulfillment, but they're a little bit of an asshole, and they hold back. They don't tell. They don't come forward and tell how they feel, and they could be hiding money. They don't want to grow with you. They're very emotionally manipulative. I don't know if you have clarity. I think that you're in a higher level of commitment with this person. They were playing mind games, a lot of mind games. I think that stopped, or it's not as intense. You don't have the clarity that you want. You don't know everything. You do feel that they don't care for you, that they don't love you. How could you think that they did? You know that they're holding back on something, and you know that they're emotionally manipulative. You don't feel the love that they had at one time. You don't feel it. You don't feel that you're in your power. They used to make you feel that you had it going on. You could come home from work and, put on something that was comfortable and made you look like you were homeless. And they made you feel like you were the most beautiful thing in the world. And now you might have lost weight, done your hair different, put on weight, something, and they don't notice. They're making no attempt to be attentive. They're not attentive. They're not noticing. You're concerned. You're focused on security and stability, long term. And you're not healing. There's no healing going on. Well, like I said in a previous reading, you cannot heal where you've been hurt. You don't feel that there's any justice. Could have known this person for a long time. Could have been with them for a long time. Could have children with them or not. You don't hold them in high regard. You know that they're emotionally manipulative. You know that they're holding back, and probably that they're hiding money as well. You don't hold them, and you have no respect for this person. If you did at one time and you held them you thought that they were the best thing, like my husband, you would say my husband, and be very proud of this person and have respect for this person. There is no respect left. You have no respect for this person. They've done too much. Third party situation. You feel very codependent. Like a Gladys Kravitz. Did I really see what I thought I saw? Did I really hear what I thought I heard? Because of the mind games. They fractured your mind, and then they blame you for their behavior. This person's a real son of a bitch. They're a real piece of work. Of course you don't have respect for them. Why would you? It's all about the money. Follow the money. It's all about the money. That may be why they're still there. If you're not split or talking about splitting, that might be why they're still there. They're interested in the money. If you've got money, that's why they're still there. We got a man baby. Reversed Emperor. We got a man baby. It's all about control. They like to be able to control you, but they're a man baby. I said they're emotionally manipulative. If they don't get their way, they start screaming, they start smashing, and they might even start crying just to distract you away from you asking questions that they don't want to answer. So let's distract over here with this hand so they don't talk about what I don't want them to talk about with this hand. So I'm going to start crying. You are married to this person. They are not your Two of Cups. You need to make a decision, a very hard decision. So I'm going to say that you need to go inside and think about it. Some self-reflection. They may still find you, maybe you still find them attractive. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's passion. Maybe once in a while. I don't think that it's like it used to be. Maybe they feel they made the wrong choice. But they were out being a King of Wands, Sagittarian energy. They were out being a user of other people. An awful user of other people. While they had their Empress at home neglecting. They may want to start again, take a leap of faith. But they got shit going on, okay? They got some shit going on. Addictions, could be anything. Could be porn, could be gambling, could be drugs, could be secrets, could be who the hell knows. Addictions can be anything, and it's affecting this. But they want it to heal, or they want you to heal. Because your tears made them feel guilty. Why? Because they are. And they've turned you into this. Queen of Swords reversed. And you know something? There ain't no judgment. Because you have every right, from what I've seen in these cards, to be a Queen of Swords reversed. Somebody turns you into a Gladys Kravitz, you whip out that sword. And you say, come at me. I'm going to leave this reading right here, Cancer. I hope it is not your reading, but if it makes any sense, you hold that sword high. Use 2 hands. Come back and see me next week.